What's good, YTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So, man, I just listened to basically a public execution. You know what I'm saying? I ain't watch a public execution. I listened to a public execution. Courtesy of Dan the Man and the boxing librarian. You know what I'm saying? Man, the boxing librarian and Dan the Man did the YTBC justice, and they did every boxing fan who comes on the YTBC strictly for boxing. They gave him justice today, basically. You know what I mean? I listened to this whole video, man. I listened to it from the top, from the very beginning. Boxing librarian, he was very irate. He was tired of all the BS from Shane Newton. And that's who got publicly exposed on this video. You know what I mean? Shane Newton. Is it Shane or Sean? I think it's Shane. I think it's Sean. I don't know. Anyways, this guy got, man, Lord have mercy, man. This is what we need, man. This was very necessary from these two guys. Dan the Man and the boxing librarian. Big up to them, man. Big up to them, and check out their channels. You know what I mean? Man. This guy, boxing librarian, he was pretty upset, man. I think, that's one thing for sure, two things for certain. I don't listen to them guys, Shane Newton's channel, you know what I mean? I don't listen to their channel because, man, that's toxic and pollution, you know what I'm saying? That right there, I always tell people, man, such channels, if they go on a public forum, basically, let's say, like one of them conventions they be having out there in Vegas, like every September, where people get together, boxing fans, and they talk boxing, and it's a public forum. If these guys went out there to spew the BS that they talk on their channels at a public forum, man, they'd be executed publicly. But now we see it with our eyes, you know what I'm saying? They'd get ridiculed and they'd get ran out of the building. They'd get ran out of the state of Nevada or wherever that particular boxing forum is, you know what I mean? Well, let me get into this vid, man. This guy, Shane Newton, man, he came on, man, he's a walking contradiction, you know what I'm saying? This guy, Shane Newton, was getting demolished, and, he finally got on after 45 minutes, you know what I'm saying? You can see the time index right there where Boxing Librarian is courteous enough to let everybody know when this guy, Shane Newton, finally jumps on, and, he starts begin talking with the boxing librarian, you know what I'm saying? And, boxing librarian asked him, why does he feel the need to make them kind of videos, that such negative videos, always criticizing African and black fighters, African American fighters, you know what I'm saying? And just being basically a race baiter, you know what I'm saying? And this guy, Shane Newton, had a lot to say, you know what I mean? He had a lot to say. He said, other channels do it, so why shouldn't I do it? Stuff like that, like a little kid, you know what I'm saying? Childish, like he tends to say. Welcome back. You remember that vid that me and Scorsese and Neota did? Big ups to Neota. He was definitely the star of that video. Go check it out on the channel. Either my channel or Scorsese's channel. My low place. Welcome back. Classic. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, he contradicted himself. He even basically said that all those other channels and all those other race baiters, like the guy that Tito Garcia be always clowning, what's that guy's name, PP, them fellas, Bubbles. This guy, Shane Newton, publicly and on this video, he said that those guys are wrong for what they do. He doesn't agree with them, but yet he partakes and he participates with them, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically a contradiction right there. You know what I'm saying? And, this guy went on to, that was, he talked, and then, Boxing Librarian gave a great, showed the title of this guy's videos, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't know the titles of his videos because I don't listen to his channel, but he has videos by the name of, like, I think he said, like, Black Princesses of Boxing, or, what's another one Boxing Librarian said? What did he say? He said something about, I don't know, Black Lives Matter or something. Just all kind of negative kind of videos, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the state of the world and the state of the United States right now, with all this racial tension going on. Man, he's just adding fuel to the fire, you know what I mean? And he's wrong for that. And basically, man, he got exposed for that, for his racial tendencies, you know what I mean, and his racial epitomes, and also in his comment section, like a lot of people I see, you know, a lot of people, you know, I called out somebody else who has racial epitomes and racial kind of stuff in his comment section. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's another thing he got exposed on. And then this guy got exposed on, he was talking about Evander Holyfield is one of his favorite fighters, Evander Holyfield. But yet this man was trying to shit on Evander Holyfield's accomplishments. Why? I think we obviously know why. Like Dante's Boxing Nation say, what do you call them? Coincidentalist, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so another guy that Shane Newton tends to say he likes is Tommy Hearns. Hold on, but I ain't finished talking about Holyfield. Yeah, he was trying to shit on Holyfield, talking about, you know, the guys he beat at cruiserweight weren't any good, like, you know, Dwight Kawhi Muhammad and Carlos De Leon, and he would say, oh, the cruiserweight division was kind of new and there was no greats in the division. He's trying to shit, and you know, he's basically trying to shit on the guy he said is one of his favorite fighters by saying, at least in the last 25 years, that's what he said, one of his favorite fighters of the last 25 years. He trying to shit on him, but yet, you know, the man got a title, was a world champion by his 12th fight when he was 12-0, you know what I mean? Evander Holyfield. But yet, this guy's trying to shit on him, you know what I'm saying? You know, he also tried to shit on guys like Kawhi Muhammad and, what's the other guy from Philly, man? The guy who passed away. Not Muhammad Kawhi, Muhammad Saad. You know what I'm saying? Saad Muhammad, you know what I mean? He tried to shit on him, you know what I'm saying, and his reign at light heavy, you know what I'm saying? And you know, this guy didn't know anything, you know what I'm saying? He don't know anything about boxing, but we ain't get to that. Man, my favorite part was where these guys, Dan the Man and Boxing Librarian, they questioned the man because apparently, I saw Dan the Man. He had a video saying he's gonna make a video to compare between Ezra Charles and Sugar Ray Robinson, and I was like, not Sugar Ray Robinson. Who's greater, Ezra Charles or Sugar Ray Leonard? And I was like, yeah, man, I can't wait to hear that. That should be a good video, you know what I'm saying? And I guess Shane Newton, he came and, you know, he came at Dan the Man for whatever reason and tried to say, you know, tried maybe to defend what's his name, Sugar Ray Leonard, to say he's greater or is the greatest or something to that effect. But Ezra Charles is not, but he basically can't explain or give a debate or give us a reason why Ezra Charles is not on Sugar Ray Leonard's level, you know what I'm saying? So okay, he's debating that. That's all well and fine. This is boxing. We can debate these type of things, right? Okay. So now when Dan the Man asks the man on live on the Google Hangout, on Boxing Librarian's Hangout, about Ezra Charles, man, this guy, Boxing Librarian, I'm sorry, Shane Newton knows nothing about this guy, man. He couldn't even say, okay, he's a Cincinnati kid. That's all I know about him. I'd give him more respect if he said that, but he dodged the question. He dodged it. Excuse me. He dodged it for about an hour. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. He dodged it for about an hour. He couldn't say nobody he fought. He couldn't have even said, you know, he fought Jersey Joe Walcott a few times, like 3 times or something. Or he fought Rocky Marciano 2 times. Or, you know, he was a great light heavyweight champion. He probably don't even know what division Ezra Charles fought in. You know what I'm saying? Man, this guy's a joke. But this is pure proof right here to everybody. All these people who might rate guys like Shane Newton and these other race betas on the YTBC. These guys know nothing about boxing, man. It's apparent, it's clear cut and dries right in front of your eyes, man. They got exposed. He couldn't even answer. Okay, the man said Sugar Ray Robinson is, to him, is his one or number 2 greatest fighters of all time. But he said he leans more toward Muhammad Ali because he saw him. Okay, that's cool, all well and fine. He said Sugar Ray Robinson, you know what I'm saying, is one of the greatest, is the greatest fighter of all time. The boxing librarian said, "Okay, cool. So tell me a little bit about Sugar Ray Robinson." And this guy was getting irate. This guy, Shane Newton, because he knows nothing about him. He couldn't say nothing about him, man. He didn't name one fighter he fought. He couldn't say anything. And he tried to dodge the question. It reminds me of the one time Boxing Beats and Rhymes guy was in a debate with the guy named Zone 6. And the guy dodged the question. I forgot what it was about. I think it was about something about Triple G or something. And the guy dodged the question. He took beats and boxing beats and rhymes around in circles, because he didn't know anything about him. You know what I'm saying? About the debate. You know what I'm saying? Just like Shane Newton. Also reminded me of the guy, a guy named Danthemanboxing or something. He was in a debate about Al Heyman with Joe Habib. Joe Habib, who used to be on the Boxing Voice. And this guy, what's his name? That Amsterdam guy, man, he kept dodging the question, kept dodging, trying to find corners. And these guys didn't know anything, because if you want to debate, you're going to answer what the man asks you. If you do not know, you should say, "I don't know." And boom, the conversation's over. But these guys want to act like they so smart, like they know everything. Another thing, the guy Shane Newton tried to say, he tried to say that Marvin Hagler fought a bunch of nobodies, and he was trying to take out. He said, "Okay, let's take out Durant, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Kevin. Not said Kevin Durant. I take out Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Tommy Hearns from Marvin Hagler's resume, and look at the guys he fought." You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna do that? He fought those guys. This is not no hypothetical. No, it's not no ifs or ands or buts about it. It's clear cut and dry, man. He fought greats. You know what I'm saying? He was shitting on Mustafa Hamshaw, a guy Marvin Hagler fought twice, who was a top contender in the middleweight division them times. You know what I'm saying? You check it. He was even shitting on John Mugabe and these guys. John Mugabe was knocking everything out before he fought Marvin Hagler. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, Marvin Hagler ruined him. He ruined John Mugabe. Mugabe was never the same after that. Man, this guy don't know nothing about these type of things as Shane Newton. You know what I'm saying? He got cornered, man. And it was a public execution, man. I watched it live and direct on YouTube. And I give thanks to the man, Boxing Librarian and Dan the Man, for exposing these guys. Now it's clear cut and apparent why guys like PP Bubbles will not get on a debate, because Dan the Man has been asked him to get on a debate with Dilltown. You know what I'm saying? He don't want it, man. He doesn't want it because he'll be exposed. You know what I'm saying? Just like the guy when Boxing Librarian had a debate with Shady Slim. You know what I'm saying? And he got what was it, between Sugar Ray Leonard? I forgot what it was about. Well, it was easy work for Boxing Librarian, you know what I'm saying? Even when Dilltown got rid of Shady Slim, you know what I mean? So these type of guys, these race baiters, who, you see, they have a pattern. They keep getting destroyed in these debates. A guy like Fig Newton, Shane Newton, he doesn't want to talk anything about who Shake Sugar Ray Robinson, or why he thinks Sugar Ray Leonard is better than Ezra Charles, but he wants to talk a lot about about his race baiting videos, and about how he thinks his titles like Black Princesses of Boxing are cute. Man, these guys are delusional, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's apparent. But you know, some people have pride and ego. I'm going to close this video by saying this. Some people have pride and ego, and no matter if they know that guys like Boxing Librarian, Dan the Man are speaking the truth, all these other channels, whether it's a channel like my channel or Boxing Beats and Rhymes, all these channels or EJ Boxing Live, Naota's channel, all these channels that are just strictly about boxing and are not biased, you know what I'm saying, and are giving you different outlooks of boxing rather than just race baiting videos. A lot of people's pride and ego will not allow them to see this, you know what I'm saying, and they will still go ahead and listen to these race baiters, you know what I'm saying. They know the truth. The truth is right there in front of your eyes. Your man Fig Newton got destroyed. He didn't even say anything about Ezra Charles, yet he criticized Dan the Man about Ezra Charles. You criticized him, but yet you don't know anything about him. So that's my video, man, and I thought this video was very necessary, man, and I'm thankful, man. I thank Dan the Man and Boxing Librarian, and go check that channel out and go listen to that video and subscribe to their channels, man, because this right here was a public execution, and it was necessary, and they got their heads, they got Fig Newton's head on a platter, man. And if he can come back and make videos, but I'll give Fig Newton props for coming on a hangout, because PP wouldn't, Bubbles wouldn't. So that, there you go, man. It's right there, clear cut and dry. Go watch the video and you'll see it for yourself. B Marsh Boxing. Peace.